Hey guys, Fusebox here, and we just got done doing all the anniversary events where you could get. By the way, I've been stuck in heavy equipment like all day, so I'm pretty raunchy. Sorry, I've cleaned up at least twice, but it's gonna take more than that. So when I raise my hands and you see all this grease, dude, we're just gonna have to live with it. But maybe you did. You completed getting one of our fragment heroes that you came close to just a month or two ago, Iron Brago. Now, Iron Brago, I finally got this guy pushed up, booked out. He definitely is somebody that benefits from books, but this guy, if you just got him, or if you've been sitting on him, I've kind of been sitting on him. Man, you need to use this guy, and if you're progressing, 100% amazing, like absolutely amazing. And if you're not progressing, I'll show you exactly what my plans are for this guy. So you'll see I'm not completely rolled up. Simply want to do that during my artifact enhancement event because I have to maximize everything. I'm not a whale, but he is. Let's look at where he's at. He's a defense based character. You're gonna want decent defense for sure. You're gonna want a lot. Matter of fact, we'll explain why here shortly. He hits hard enough that it is worth pushing his crit rate and his crit damage. Not at the sacrifice of defense, though. You're also going to want to hit about that 220 mark on his debuff and on his accuracy so that he can get his debuffs out. It is also not a bad idea to give him HP, but not at the sacrifice of defense. So let's look at what this guy does. A few quick rolls and he'll be much more better equipped. But this guy is amazing, just like he is. So his A1. If there's anything that you don't want to book, it will be the A1. Matter of fact, that is the last one I have left. He's so good, I'm just going to go ahead and throw a book on him when I get one. I'm going to go ahead and finish it out. But this is the one you could skip. It attacks one enemy, has a 20% chance of decreasing the duration of all buffs by one turn. That's actually pretty cool. And you can get it that 10 more percent, so a 30% chance. Because it is kind of a low chance, I could see if you wanted to skip out booking this one, but a 30% chance, or right now I have 25% chance every time I hit somebody to decrease the duration of a buff by one. This is always going to be great in faction wars. It's going to be great in arena if you take him there, in Doom Tower, those kind of places where people are always putting up buffs. Definitely a cool thing. It does have a chance. He's great for clan boss, especially like a real in-game build. So when we get into the clan boss talk, remember, if you're against Affinity, he can remove that buff, which could help you out with... we'll get into that in a minute because it's pretty interesting. Fearless Charge, his A2. This one, you want to book out. It places the big version of increased defense on all allies for 3 turns. Now, this is unheard of. On a 3-turn cooldown, increase defense by 60% on your entire team for 3 turns. It's a 100% uptime. It's absolutely amazing. You go up against the clan boss, your entire team has 60% of their base defense added to their kit the entire time. It has a 100% chance when booked to stun for 1 turn. Now, this it's one enemy. It only attacks one enemy, but if you're in faction wars, you can shut down that Valkyrie, shut down that Man-Eater before he uses his nasty move. In arena, you can do the same thing. Pick out somebody, take them out for 1 turn. 100% guarantee is pretty much insane. And it gets a little bit better. 100% chance of placing that stun for 2 turns instead if they're under 2 or more buffs. So in arena and all the aforementioned places, Doom Tower and Faction Wars, if they've got 2 buffs up, again, unheard of, putting a stun down for 2 turns. So this is going to be why, at least when you're in control on offense, putting him in the arena could actually be quite amazing. So we're going to have to go through a lot of different areas as quickly as possible with this guy. This right here, and what we're about to look at, is why if you're progressing, this dude could get you through stages that you just did not believe you were near ready for. So let's go to A3. Attacks all enemies. This does hit really well. It has a 50% chance. It does book up another 75% chance of placing a provoke for 1 turn on all enemies. I wish they would have made this 100, but I can't complain because his kit does so many amazing things. Also, it places a 50% decrease attack on all enemies for 2 turns if he's under an increased defense buff, which, guys, he's always under an increased defense buff. So you're going to take the entire attack down on the entire enemy's team. You're going to have a very good chance at provoking the entire team. Again, great in arena, great for faction wars, doom towers, great. This is just great in general. I mean, everything I'm saying here really works in dungeons as well. He's protecting your entire team. He's stunning enemies that are a threat. He's decreasing the attack of the enemies, provoking them, keeping them off of everybody else. He can actually decrease the duration of buffs. And then he has this absolutely amazing, unique, and amazing passive ability. It increases the defense of all allies by 10% of his defense. So, if I had him built out like what do we have on my 7,000, like 75,000, 75k. I can't say this right. 7,500. If I had that kind of defense on him, 10% of that would be stacked onto everybody else. I mean, think about what this ability is doing. 10% of his defense goes on to them. This could be just as good or better than him giving them a 60% buff to their actual, especially if they're an attack champion, to their base stats. So he does have a Doom Tower aura that is 34% also defense. That's amazing too. So let's get back to this bestow strength where he does this. Right now, I am a little bit low. He's not pushed up all the way, but that means 431 defense will be added to everybody on my team. So if I'm on Clan Boss and I've got 3,800 defense, he's going to add 430 to them. That's just amazing. And then he's going to always have a 60% increase to their base stat on them on top of this. It's just insane with all the other utility he does. And don't forget, since I keep bringing up Clan Boss, he does get to put down attack down as well. Whether he's your main attack down or a support attack down, he can also bring this to the Clan Boss. Just absolutely amazing. So let's just real quick. Let's try to make an arena team show off what he does. Okay, so going into arena, they've got to provoke, we've got to provoke. They got some damage and all this. Let's just take a kind of a control team that actually brings some damage, and we'll choose what moves we need. He has so much utility, we can take our time, decide what it is we need out of him. We won the speed fight. That's always your first goal. Let's just take down their turn meter. Alright, now right here we could, A1 could decrease the duration of a buff. Probably want to go for this provoke, but if we increase our defense first, we'll actually decrease all of their attack. We're going to take the provoke because we're in arena. We got 2 of them, and Madame Cerise is super important, and so is Molly Tankard. So at this point, we've just took out their ability to provoke us and their ability to strip our buffs. It's pretty much game over now. We'll go ahead and throw some bombs on them, and this is going to pretty well be over. Yeah, it's over. So we'll just hit auto. So there's one way to use him. Absolutely use that provoke with a nice slam to kind of get through him. So you get the point. He's definitely got multiple uses in arena. If you are trying to progress, take this guy into a dungeon and he's gonna. All right, so he's lightning affinity. A lot of what he does, that doesn't matter, the protection that you get. But as far as actually getting that big slam, let's go ahead and see what he can do. We want to come up against, let's say you're struggling getting through Fire Knight. He doesn't do any multi-hitters. That's not why we're bringing him. He can be kind of like your support hero to help get you through it. Is he enough support? Is he enough? Well, let's find out. To not bring, this is like a glass cannon team here, so we're gonna go ahead and just let it go through. We can slow it down just a little bit, but he's increased our defense and he put out a stun. Definitely a good start. Okay, we'll speed it up now. We'll watch him as he comes around. There we've got the big hit with the provoke. Actually does a lot of damage. And we're just now running out of our defense as we take these moves. And he's ready to put them right back up. Which we kind of, if you were in control, probably wait till the next round. He just used it anyway. So, I mean, this guy comes right back around to his moves so quickly, though. We'll look at I'll show you how I did his masteries. It's kind of for clan boss because that's where I really want to go next with this guy, is to talk about his amazing ability to help you out on clan boss. Early game, mid game, late game, doesn't matter. But here, this is a glass cannon team. No defense anywhere. I mean, this team is just ready to be killed. I mean, you see how close it's getting, actually. That provoke may actually save Allure's life. She's still alive. Defense is up. The provoke is up. Because, man, this is, like, scary close. He got us through the waves. Now, is that enough? All we got to do is bring that shield down, which should come quick. And we won the fight. So he absolutely could. He just played the part of a Valkyrie. I mean, I'm not comparing the two, totally different animals, but he did keep this squishy team alive. And that's what this team needs. They need that one slot filled with an amazing support champion to get me through it. So there you go. No problem at all, and it shouldn't take long. We'll look at his damage at the end. I mean, obviously, Cold Heart hits hard. So does Krutraxa. But looky there, he kept up with Krutraxa. That's mainly through wave damage, but all in all, I'm telling you, she usually beats out Cold Heart. This is definitely high damage. So if you're progressing, if you're looking for an interesting character for Arena, you got him. If you're trying to progress, you've got him. Now let's talk Clan Boss. Am I done with the... I actually can do a hit on Ultra Nightmare, and that is what we will do. So I'm going to throw a team together, and we're going to show how he can pair up with other heroes to do amazing things. Alright, so Ultra Nightmare, let's bring in Alton. He's going to be our guaranteed attack down. It's a little redundant because we may actually change that up. But I do like the attack down, so let's stick with that. Valkyrie is going to be our counter attacker, shield character as well. She does shield based on defense. This guy brings defense. 10% of his defense on all these defensive heroes. Absolutely amazing. Speaking of defensive heroes, we can't do this without Grush. Not very well built, not very well tuned, but we need his leech. He's also a defensive character, benefiting from always having defense up. And now we need just a poisoner. Somebody come in here. We could take where is what kind of speed do I have now that he's not on my unkillable team? I'm not sure. So he's got really bad speed. We'll take him. You know what we could do here? Let's not even bring... We could go without a poisoner. No, we'll go ahead and take a poisoner. Let's take one that actually does some good, though. Actually, they're made for an unkillable team, so they have high attack. They're gonna go down pretty quick. Unfortunately, that's gonna happen. That's all right. So Iron Brago makes this whole team. He's gonna make this entire team. Let's just kind of start this out with. We'll stagger. We'll let him go ahead and increase our defense right off the bat. Just in case anything happens from stunning and everything, we're going to take an A1 with him. Not that any of this really much matters. We're ready to... We actually want to wait. So I will do a little bit of a setup to make this kind of tune up, hopefully. We want to put up leech. We want to wait until that first stun, and then we want to put up counterattack, and we're off to the races. So what do we got? Another chance for attack down. Doesn't really matter. Let's see how hard this hits. Almost 50k, and we'll stagger this just in case. And we do not want to use it until after this move from the clan boss. So let's just, for right now. Keep some heals going since we don't have that shield up. There went the stun right where we want it. So now we hit auto. Alright, let's see how it works out. Valkyrie shield, look at that shield. So much bigger because of Iron Brago and a great defensive aura in the lead with Alton. This is not tuned, but I know Banshee's too fast and has no defense. I know that Grush is too slow. But hey, this is going to play out well. This is actually me working into my in-game final build. I need to get Vizier in here and turn this into something special. So we'll just watch it go, and hopefully it will play out well. And then we'll come back and kind of see what Iron Brago actually did for this team. So what did we get out of that? 41 rounds. 41 rounds. I mean, if Frozen Banshee were to wear some defensive gear, and if he were rolled up, and if Grush were speed tuned, if this team were speed tuned, you would easily be, even at this rate, 3 King and probably much more Ultra Nightmare. 41 rounds, almost unkillable territory by adding him, which adding him completely kept everyone alive longer. It's a very defensive team except for Frozen Banshee, who is in attack gear because she's on an unkillable team. He made Valkyrie do even more out of what she does. Her shield is bigger and better. Absolutely phenomenal hero. So let's just real quick, I'll throw up my masteries because I told you they're basically clan boss masteries. That is where I eventually want to put him. You can see he could be rolled up and geared better. He will be shortly. I'm just waiting on the right event. When it comes to masteries, here you go. It's pretty much a straight up clan boss build. Just no reason for me to try to change this up. Just as far as for utility, I think this is a good build as well. I would say that if you're earlier game and you need accuracy to be landing that provoke for content, then go down, take your accuracy. You could go with Evil Eye or Lore of Steel. You could even get Master Hexer to increase the provoke and the stun. No, it doesn't work on provoke or stun. Yeah, almost messed up. Don't let me mess you up. You could sniper, since it is a 75% chance. You can get an extra 5% chance. You could go with lasting gifts. I don't think you're gonna need, if he's booked, you're not gonna need him to do what he does for any more longer. He already does a 3 turn on a 3 turn cooldown. This guy is amazing. Don't sit on him. I've had him, up at level 60, but I've just barely rolled up his gear. I sat on him a little longer than I should have. He's amazing. So if you're early game, he's gonna help carry you and push you further than you could. If you like interesting new arena champs, super good on a defense team because of his defense abilities. Super cool on an attack team because his ability to lock somebody out for 2 turns if they dare put up 2 buffs. He can provoke the entire team. He actually hits hard. Super great for arena. If you're mid game, he's just solid in every area to keep you alive. And in game, clan boss, this guy can take you to the next level. Which I am planning on doing. It's just going to take some time. I have to do everything according to events because, like I say, I'm an average player. So thanks for sitting through it, guys. Iron Brago is whatever you need for wherever you are in the game. He's absolutely a defensive monster. Enjoy if you've got him. If you pull him anytime from here on out, congrats, super champ. Until next time, enjoy the grind.